some of them, some people have a landing board, so there's a board outside for them to land on, and I'm thinking I might get one of those, or make one, because it does seem a bit hysterical around the door, doesn't it? I was thinking that yesterday. Although of course they are flying animals, so.
What would the landing board do?
They would land on it, and it just has a bit more order outside. And I think it's okay today, but when it's windy, they can find it a bit difficult to fly into that little hole.
Why'd you say the hole's so small?
So that wasps and other bees can't get in. They have to defend it. So there's some of the worker bees, as they grow older, they get different jobs. And one of the first jobs, once they've just been caretaking in the nest, is to defend the hive. So there'll be a load of them at the front there whose job is to defend the hive from any predators, of which wasps and other bees are the main. I think wasps will be a problem for us in autumn when there's a lot of dead fruit around, won't there? Hopefully there'll be a nice strong colony.
But don't you say they attack wasps?
Yeah, they do, but the wasps are quite a bit bigger and their sting is more. And when the bees attack, then obviously all the bees that sting the wasp die, so better if they can be avoided. Right, so I'm going to...
You're going in?
I'm going in. Look, I told you. There's a fire,
So here we are in the Garden of Eden.
The first thing I'm going to do
The chief
is remove
beekeeper
this,
is removing this.
Right. Leave the lid off. That's the food that I've made.
This is food
And
she
they make
prepared
this
earlier.
thing called propolis, which is sticky, and this is all stuck down. You know, I had it lifted up the other day. So I have to be careful moving. Those bees will be fine in there for a bit.
As you can see, there's quite a lot of bees in here. Here comes the smoker. That's Adama's very best.
See, these are all separate and they've just stuck it down with their stuff. It's amazing, isn't it? It's really quite firmly stuck. Stuff that they make. How's about that then?
And when the hive was first created, all those slats were completely clear, but already, just after a few days, you can start to see honeycomb being developed. And the edge ones,
This is
absolutely
called
nothing on.
the dummy board.
Oh, that's why.
So this one I can see is still pristine, so that's good. Because I haven't got any new ones yet. Oh. Alright, missus.
I must say, it's rather a hairy job standing here with 22,000 wasps, or bees, all around.
There you go. Right, so I'm just looking at those, so there's not much on that one. They haven't really done anything with that one yet, which is fine.
And what we're doing here...
But this one here, you look, they've made all this honeycomb across it. Which is what they do.
Slowly checking the hive and looking for the queen. She's called Bernadette.
Gosh, you're heavy, you're heavy.
And all the others, you can see there, lots of bees.
So they're busy looking after those. Can't see Bernie. You have to always put them back in the same order, and when you lift them up, you've got to keep them over the hive so that if the queen is on them and you drop it, you don't lose her. She just goes into the hive. Oh look, there's one there with loads of pollen on its legs. Good girl. Right. I've been busy. Now what's that down there? I need to take some of that off. I'm not so sure how to do really.
Is that a wise thing to do? We ask. They don't seem very happy.
See all these? These are drone cells. They're bigger than the other cells, so they've got drones in them. And what I'm supposed to do is somehow, this is what I'm not quite very happy about doing. Get rid of all this.
At this point, I wish I'd put several more layers on.
Blimey, I can't do it. They make it look so easy, the experienced people.
You're doing alright there.
I'm supposed to take some of this off as well. One thing at a time, I think. A bit more smoke, calm you all down. It does calm them, doesn't it?
I believe you.
Right, Bernie, I reckon you might be on this one. Oh, what a load of pollen in your bits and pieces.